2K Sports, everyone. Well, Grant, we've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Ball with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. The three, George, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
It's stolen by Leonard. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Crowder, a screen on Powell. Booker against Powell. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Wall. Fires, top of the key. That one no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
The kick out to Paul. From deep. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul against Wall. Ayton, a screen on Wall. Paul lays it up and banks it in.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The Suns clear it.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to Booker. This one for three. They get it back. Crowder outside. Second shot opportunity. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Leonard for 3. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it's Crowder missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. From the wing, Leonard, good. Leonard's got his second basket.
Just keeps racking up the accolades. Kawhi's been an all-NBA first-teamer, a finals MVP. You'd think he smiled more.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Lots of room. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Paul. Into the lane. Zubats with the steal. Stolen by Booker. On the break. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. Outside for Booker. From the arc. Powell pulls it in. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Takes a step back. And stolen by Paul. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Powell with a steal.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. In transition, here come the Suns. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And that one misses.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Here's George. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. George has got 8.
And that's something for the team's fans and for his highlight reel.
Bridges finds Ayton. With 2 seconds left. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead.
And your Clippers Houston team. Coming onto the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Chris Paul did a nice job of using angles on that play. Got himself to the free throw line.
That's good from Paul. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
First personal foul.
That's good from Bridges. The Suns trailing. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Ayton. Up top, Paul. Wall covering. Paul, shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Oh, got that one up quick. Leonard's got 6.
Stop it on a dime. Kawhi showing good body control on that pull-up.
Outside Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Leonard on the wing. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Give him 8.
This guy is a fighter. Kawhi Leonard using his length to do damage on the glass.
Outside Paul. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that one's long. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. For 3, Booker. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard on the wing. Give him 8. Lets it go from deep. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Booker. Offensive board. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Suns have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Powell with a steal. Wall against Paul. Puts the move on. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pulls up, high post. That one rolls around and rims out.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. It shows how valuable he is to this offense.
First one falls for him.
You know, when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, so much of what you do goes through him. You trust him. You trust his abilities.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Booker. For 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Booker against Leonard. Now Powell. Here's George. Crowder grabs the miss. Bridges outside. Pass to Aiden. 3 seconds left. No luck on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
23. The Suns, 16.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. And it's George in at the 3, small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Wall against Paul. Pass to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Yeah, looking at Aiden using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Leonard on the wing. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And B.A., I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
Outside Paul. Down low. Zubac with the steal.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Well, Phoenix is shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Aiden, a screen on Wall. Paul passes to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Grown man strength right there. Aiden just pushing through contact and getting it done. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Aiden signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Aiden walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Aiden to remain a contender.
Connects from downtown.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
George for 3. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges on the attack. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Wall, stolen by Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. George defending. And that one's good. Paul.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Wall against Paul. Pass to Leonard. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Leonard passes to Zubac. And stolen by Bridges. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers in the lead. A minute 39 left in the third. It's George on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 12.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Booker against Powell. Let's go with a 3. And stolen by Leonard. Tries it from the block. And the Clippers again with a bucket. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And he banks in the layup. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. The reverse. And he takes it up and lays it in. He's got 9.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
George outside. Pass to Wall. Leonard on the wing. 2 on the clock. Off with the layup. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. Up 6. We'll get right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Here's Leonard. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Paul. Crowder goes in. Up top, Bridges. Jacks up a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Suns trailing. Bridges down low. Now covers. And the basket by Bridges.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
George outside. There's the 3. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. George with a steal. Pass to Leonard. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Pure from 3-point range.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Outside Paul. Booker with it. The kick out to Paul. Crowder, a screen on Wall. 4 on the clock. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Now Powell. George outside. The 3 is up. Pass to Leonard. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half. For Phoenix, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. For 3, Booker nails it from 3.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Outside Wall. Pass to Powell. Leonard on the wing. Crowder with a steal. Booker finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Booker for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard up top. George outside. From deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Booker, pass to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Now covers. Back to Crowder. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Bridges against Wall. Pass to George. Cash.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Booker fires from way outside. Here's Ayton, and he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
First personal foul. First team.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Back to Wall. Powell outside. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a quote. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. Tries the spin move. Paul against Russell. Paul kicks to Booker. The kick out to Crowder. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Back to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Passes it to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Paul dishes to Bridges. For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ball is screen on Edwards. And here's Booker from the arc. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Booker.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Russell passes to Towns. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Paul against Russell. Booker outside. From outside the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
To be an all-star guard like Devin Booker, you might want to start hitting your share of triples.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Paul on the wing. Bridges puts up a 3. Ayton can't get the putback. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Gobert finds Towns with the shot. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. Bridges passes to Booker for 3. And that one is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops.
Shooting from Minnesota.
And so Russell hits them both. Here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Booker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. Second shot opportunity. Anderson right side. Outside, Towns. Goes up again. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And stolen by Ayton. The drive by Booker. Lobs it up for Crowder. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Towns. Here's Russell. Out to Edwards. Fires for three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Back to Paul. Over Russell. Paul's shot is off. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Edwards kicks to Anderson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Anderson with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Paul looking around. Dishes to Booker. On deep. Phoenix no good that time either. Minnesota leading by 11. Ayton the pass to Bridges. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good. Russell's got 8 points.
Russell in complete control that time. To score off of that drive, that's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Paul, no one around him. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Towns kicks to Russell. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 13-point game. That one goes. Count it. And Brett, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
Booker, with no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Phoenix. On the wing, Booker. There's the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
1:35 left in the second quarter. Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. T right on him for three. Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Gobert finds Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. And stolen by Russell. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Good, and the assist goes to Town. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Towns, and taken away by Paul. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, he's starting to get into the flow now and the rhythm. This is a dominant offensive performance from D'Lo.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Thanks so much, David, and we'll
16, the Timberwolves, 29.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Outside, Towns. The pass to Edwards. Tips it, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Timberwolves leading by 17. And Towns gets it to go.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
And Paul launches it from deep. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Booker. And the Suns miss again. Edwards passes to Russell. Crowder with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Gobert. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Paul can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. From deep three-point range, Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Fires the three. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Towns kicks it to Gobert. Here's Russell. And stolen by Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's keeping it alive with a new 14. Three-pointer, Crowder. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bridges with the steal. Towns against Paul. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
It's Anderson with the drive, and there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Gobert kicks to Anderson from downtown. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And it's Paul penetrating. He dishes it to Booker. Three-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Paul. Up again, and Ayton stays with it.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
For 3, Edwards, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Bringing the...
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Outside, Towns. Out to Russell, 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
That's a 2 from Paul. Gobert pulls it in.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Back to Russell for the 3. No good. Shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Edwards looking it over. Back to Russell. Launches it. Gobert down low. Defended by Paul. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Crowder. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Important for this offense to have a perimeter threat that's being provided for them right now by Jay Crowder.
And Edwards launches it from deep. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota leading by 23. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Paul's shot is off. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For 3, Booker drills the 3-pointer.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
From deep. Timberwolves keep it alive. Can't hit that one. The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Russell kicks to Towns. Fires from deep. Here's Gobert. Crowder with the steal.
Remaining in the game.
Booker outside. The tray. Minnesota with the rebound. Anderson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Russell from long range. The kick out to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards finds Russell. Traps in the tray.
Excellent awareness. Enough room for D'Angelo to squeeze one off that time.
Paul against Russell. Shoots the 3. Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for D'Angelo Russell.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Here's Towns. Now the dish to Russell. Back to Towns. He kicks it to Gobert. 3-pointer. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one, good.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Out to Edwards. Pass to Anderson from past the arc. They get it again, and it's Russell with that extra effort.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here to come into an opponent's building and dominate.
Starting at power forward.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's Wall in the point guard position. Clock it. And Clark, and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court, and it's Wall in at the one.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. George outside. Now Zubats, covered by Towns. Here's George. Rebound Minnesota. Oh, George with a steal. All alone, and he drops that one in.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Now here's Edwards. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Leonard up top. There's the three. Hits the trifecta.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Russell from deep three-point land. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
It's George on the wing. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. And he parries his first look.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Ball finds George. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. The shot's good.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player who knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Russell from outside. And there's the lob. Gobert, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Pass to Wall, and stolen by Edwards. Gobert with it, guarded now by George. George with a steal. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Now here's Edwards. Inside, Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
George passes to Powell. Back to George. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. With the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Outside Wall. Down low. And the big finish by Wall.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Towns can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard for 3. Russell with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Towns passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Towns against Leonard. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return.
And please give a big round of applause for the Power.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter, and it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. It's George on the wing, covered by Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
That's what he does, rock solid at the line.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And he's going for the oop here. Wall, the pass to Leonard, and stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5 from deep three-point range. Paul George pulls down the board for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Stolen by Russell. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now here's George. He's got 11. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to George. From the top of the key, the rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Leonard. George passes to Leonard. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. George. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Russell finds Towns. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Gobert's got 8.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Wall, the pass to Powell. George against Anderson to the middle. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Towns gets the bucket.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
And George launches it from deep. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Russell from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac screen. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. The kick out to Wall. No good from outside.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And that one drops. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Leonard against Towns. There's the block. And they get it back. For 3, George sinks it from distance. 14 points for him.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting, Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top, up 3, and don't go with. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Leonard with the ball. Towns on him. Shot by Leonard, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
That one looking good the whole way, guys. I mean, for a young center, Towns very mindful of his shot mechanics.
That doesn't go either for George. Minnesota shooting it at 52%. And he's going for the lob. And it's powered home by Towns.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Powell outside. Pass to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. George is screen on Russell. Wall, the pass to George. Fires in the triple. George has got 17 points.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving the scoring right now.
Anderson finds Edwards. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Anderson passes to Edwards. Towns with the ball. For 3. Here's Gobert. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Here's George, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know what, Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Anderson. Here's Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Over to the wing. Here's Towns. Stolen by Wall. Tries to break his ice. Anderson pulls it down.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Kept alive. Gobert. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Here's George. It's good from about 19 feet. George has got 21.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Throws it up high, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty prominent move by the Cat.
George passes to Leonard. Little turnaround, and there's another one for the Clippers.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. A minute 6 left in the third. Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Wall. Powell right side. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. On the break. Anderson with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Anderson can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Here's George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. 23 points in the game.
George doing a nice job driving with physicality there, seeking out that contact.
Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Launches it. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Zubats with a screen on Anderson. Here's George. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Edwards. George with a steal. The free throw drops for Leonard. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. 5 on the clock. From downtown, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on this shot.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to George. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Edwards finds Russell from deep. And Edwards, here we go. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Edwards has gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Powell passes to George. Out to Leonard. Outside Wall. Back to Leonard. Outside Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Anderson drives. Tipped. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. From behind the arc. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again for Minnesota. They've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Edwards, the pass to Anderson. Puts the move on. The kick out to Edwards. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Here's George. It's tipped. Fast break, Minnesota. And he lobs it up top. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And Gobert with a block. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. For 3, George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 26 points.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Anderson inside. George defending. Anderson passes to Russell. Deflected. Edwards against Powell. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Russell finds Anderson. Outside Edwards. And here's Anderson. 5 to shoot. Towns with room to shoot. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Wall, the pass to George. He's off on that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. They've led by as many as 11. Now here's Edwards. From deep. Powell pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. George against Russell. Leonard on the wing. Over Towns. Shot by Leonard, no good. It's stolen by Leonard. The floater tipped, and they'll keep possession. Wall, the pass to Powell. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. The three is up. That shot missing. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little...
know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Leonard on the wing. Fires from the line, and he hits the jump shot.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Back to Paul. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
From outside, off the mark. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David. Here's Crowder after the basket by Los Angeles. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubats. George against Bridges. Another shot. And the layup good by George.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Paul looking over the floor. Bridges outside. Latrey. The 3. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Bridges. Paul's got 5 points so far.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
George finds Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Booker with no one around. They get it back. Paul passes to Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And it's Leonard missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Ayton. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ayton's got his second bucket.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Leonard the pass to Zubats. Outside Leonard. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. It's stolen by Wall. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Clippers trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Up top, Leonard, defended by Crowder. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Wall. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy one.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. From past the arc. That shot, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead. They're up by 3.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bridges outside. And the Suns get it back. Goes back up. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. George, that's a 2-pointer. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Bridges inside, defended by George. And again, it's the Suns missing. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Bridges against George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Here's Leonard, and again the Clippers good for 2.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Paul, and the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Here's George. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Leonard with the steal. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's George. That shot was off. Bridges with some nice defense. Booker with it. He's picked up by Wall. Ayton, the pass to Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Bridges against George. Right side, Leonard shoots it up. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Here's Crowder. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but true contact, he'll head to the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Wall dishes to George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Ball against Wall. Booker in the corner. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
And George kicks the Wall. Leonard on the wing. He's got 8. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Suns leading by 3. It's stolen by Wall. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Wall with the ball. And it's Leonard missing. Suns have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Crowder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Leonard the pass to Zubats. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach out. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after him.
25. The Clippers, 20.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clippers trail by 5. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubats.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Bridges. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Bridges inside. Powell's there. And Booker kicks to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Wall against Paul. Here's Zubats. Pass to Wall. And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Guarded by Powell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Clippers trail by 5. All with it. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Booker. Takes it inside.
The need just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Leonard. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Booker is screen on Wall. And it's Paul penetrating. In the corner, it's Bridges. Lock at 6. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's George. 10 points for him. The kick out to Wall. Unloads. Passes to Powell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Crowder with the steal. And with an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Nice move. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Shot from 16. And it's off the back rim. No good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Back to Paul. He kicks it to Booker. Back to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. The shot by Paul, no good. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 6. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. On the wing, Booker. And close. Feeds it to Ayton. And it's good. 2 points. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And please give a big round of applause.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Who's out there for Phoenix.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Ayton against George. Some solid defense from Ayton. Crowder inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Crowder's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George, no good. The Suns shooting well, 50% from the floor. Bridges for three. The shot that time, not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Wall passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Ayton, the pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's Paul. There's the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
They get the rebound. George off target at the rim. Suns leading by 9. Crowder goes in, and Crowder slams it in.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Now Ayton. That three off the mark. Zubac against Booker. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges, right side. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Ball against Wall. Ball outside. Ayton inside. Zubac defending. Bridges, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 12.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
Wall finds Zubac. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Ball outside. Pass to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Ayton kicks to Booker. Ball outside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. Stolen by George. There's the 3. Zubac, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Suns.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Booker, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best
when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Inside, Crowder with the steal. And here is Ayton. Bridges outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
everyone. Greetings. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And so here's Phoenix. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Anderson against Booker. Anderson passes to Edwards. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And a deep three from Paul. Paul with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Kicks it out to Anderson. Crowder against Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Russell. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Right wing. Here's Towns. Crowder with a steal. Booker against Anderson. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Now here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Russell against Paul. Bridges outside. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And here's Edwards outside. Kicks it out to Anderson. Stolen by Ayton. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Crowder with a steal from deep three-point range. The 3 is up. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Crowder. Bridges has got 6.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Russell.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's good from Paul.
At the line for the Suns.
Paul hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Shot to stop the run. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges, right side. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Here's Paul. Bridges outside. From the wing. From deep. Booker for 3. Suns keep it alive. Stolen by Anderson. With 1 on the clock. And Russell with the lay-in. Russell's got his 2nd basket.
Well, in the open floor, D'Angelo Russell understands he can be special.
Mikal Bridges has been on display for the Suns. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
To backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the 2nd quarter for the T-Wolves.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the
previous play is under review.
Close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're at it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Gobert. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Here's Paul. And some solid defense from Towns. And for Minnesota, their shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Here's Gobert. Takes the 3. Tries again. Outside for Russell. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And, boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed. You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Anderson drives, and Edwards slams it in. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, B.A., certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Russell. Fires from deep. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Stolen by Ayton. Left side, Booker. He takes it in, and Booker with the jam.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Pass to Gobert. Towns for three, and another three for Minnesota.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
He goes up and finished off by Anderson.
Well, when active and engaged on the defensive end, you can see what D'Angelo Russell is capable of.
Here's Paul driving in. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success? One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Edwards. Fires for three. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important is ability as a setup guy.
It's blocked by Gobert. Russell up top. He's got 11. Launches a three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Russell's got 14 points.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
Stolen by Russell. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Russell. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Over to the left wing. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 16.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And he drops the first.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Ball passes to Bridges. They need this. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
Back to Russell. Towns for three. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Kicks it out to Anderson. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Gobert finds Anderson. Here's Towns. Clock at 6. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Edwards against Paul. Left side, Edwards. Back to Gobert. Shot clock at 3.
Well, it's the dogged defense from Crowder. This guy's not going to back away from anybody.
Boy, the Suns are struggling. Here's Bridges. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Towns can't get that one to fall. Well, Phoenix is shooting only 39% so far in the game. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 11 points.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Outside Russell, and the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Russell. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Edwards, the pass to Anderson. Outside Edwards.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
15 foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Paul. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with the miss.
Paul. 4th personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
Suns on D. It's an 18-point game. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Here's Russell. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. And Edwards, good for 3. 9 points in the game.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Bridges passes to Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Minnesota has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Outside Edwards. 1:27 left in the 3rd quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his 1st foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Here's Bridges. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Tipped away and stolen by Paul. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Russell against Booker. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the triple. Towns has got 7 points here in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Anderson. Inside, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Gobert is doubled. Shot clock at 5. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Just 3 to shoot. Towns for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Minnesota foul. Carl Anthony Towns.
11 seconds left in the third. The drive by Paul. And Gobert with a block. Towns up top. And so it's Minnesota continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter, and it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, Chris Paul, when he feels like he can get his jumper going, he's going to it. There's such confidence in that shot.
Double team on Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Booker against Edwards. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
So it's Minnesota now. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Russell.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
The Suns making a switch here. Lee's checked in.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
The Suns making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Pass to Anderson. It's Edwards on the wing. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Payne with the bucket.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Back to Russell. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Anderson. Back to Edwards. Out left to the wing. Russell, the pass to Edwards. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. from the inbound. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see, a level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns. Sends that shot back.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bridges. Three-pointer. Stolen by Anderson. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Gobert inside. He's against Ayton. Towns passes to Gobert. From outside the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns gets the three. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half. And here's Payne outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Russell. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Anderson passes to Russell. Crowder with a steal. Payne finds Bridges. Oh, sweet move. And he lays it up and in.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Booker against Edwards. Outside Russell, 6 to shoot. Here's Anderson. Out to the wing. Edwards against Booker. Outside Edwards. No good with the triple. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Anderson.
Phoenix.
Russell from deep three-point land.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
Free throw is good from Russell. And that's good as he hits both shots. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. To the middle. Kicks it out to Anderson. Down low. Crowder with a steal. And here comes the break. And it's Bridges with the jam.
How about Crowder's ability to start their offense with his defense? He's always keeping his hands moving.
Bridges against Anderson. Pass to Gobert. Outside Russell. Edwards with it. Clock at 4. The fadeaway. That shot is off. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team.
Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wall up top. He's guarded by Russell. Wall dishes to Leonard. A floater. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Powell against Edwards. Passes it to Zubac. Powell dishes to Leonard. Up and in on the layup.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wall passes to Zubac. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Russell finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell looking it over. Dishes to Anderson. Back to Russell. Here's Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
That one falls.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Gobert, the pass to Russell. Over to the wing. Towns, wide open. No good on the 3. Clippers leading by 4. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star. And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And Towns throws it down.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
And George kicks to Wall. Leonard looking around. And good that time. He's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Edwards drives in. Took him no time at all on that one. Edwards got 7 points.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
And the shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Towns. There's the triple. And they recover it. Takes a three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Wall dishes to Leonard. Back to Wall. Takes it off the glass.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Leonard with the steal. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
And your Clippers
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's George in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Russell passes to Towns. Shoots. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And that one's good. Russell.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. The first one falls. And George drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Russell kicks to Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Russell, no good. Clippers leading by 6. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. For 3, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. George finds Powell. George against Edwards. Here's Zubac. And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's George. 9 points in the game so far.
Have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D.
Edwards passes to Towns. Tipped away. Stolen by George. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Wall with the steal. Goes up the baseline, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Powell. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor. The rare guy who can do everything at both ends, Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Second chance shot. Anderson with the block. It's Russell with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Left side, Leonard.
2 minutes remaining.
And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Edwards, that's good.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Leonard on the wing. Going inside. And that one goes long. Timberwolves trail by 3. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:19 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Leonard. Back to Powell. Leonard inside. Defended by Towns. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Russell. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Gobert dishes to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Out to Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Edwards.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Here's George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Russell missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. Leonard with no one around. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the team's...
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll...
Your Clippers, 29. The Timberwolves, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Towns for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 9th assist in the game now. Outside, George. Over Anderson. The shot by George, no good.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And stolen by Russell. Powell with the steal. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly 3rd option for LA.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Back to Wall. The pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. Good on the 2nd free throw.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game. About the same as KD and LeBron.
Down low, stolen by Zubac.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George.
Free throw good, Paul George. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. With the shot. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Russell with the 3. Here's Towns. Back to Russell. He kicks to Towns. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Wall. Passes it to Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Up top Powell. Edwards defending. And it's Wall in the corner. Stolen by Anderson. Edwards with it. George picks him up. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards passes to Anderson. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles from deep. George. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
For the lead. And the jumper is good. Leonard's got 18 points in the game.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Wall attacking. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Minnesota's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Edwards. And there's the feed to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
And Towns drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
It's George on the wing. Over Edwards. George, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Gobert. Russell with it. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Towns dishes to Anderson. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Outside Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Stolen by Anderson. To the paint. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Anderson against George. And the jumper is on the mark. George has got 17 now. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here's Edwards. He's got 15. Russell with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists. Leonard against Towns. 4 seconds left. Wall passes to Zubats. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Out on the wings for them, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Russell from long range. Towns for 3. No good. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. Locked up there for Powell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. A 3 from Leonard. The shot will not fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the rejection by Zubats. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Russell finds Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Got a piece of it. All with the steal. Shoots the 3. Again, Leonard missing.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Russell. All with the steal. And here's George for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Russell kicks to Anderson. Back to Russell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Edwards against Powell. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's George missing. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Towns with the bucket.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Outside, Wall. Takes it out to Leonard. This one for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. He had a nice open look right there. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Wall's shot is off.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here's Russell. The putback. It's good on the putback. Towns has got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves on offense. They've got an 8-0 run. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. It's Powell on the wing. Wall wide open. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, I mean, from three. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Russell passes to Towns. Russell the open look. Here's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
And Gobert kicks to Russell. Powell trying to free himself up. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Outside, Wall. From downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Gobert finds Russell. Anderson outside. Three-pointer. Again, Russell missing. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's George for three. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never...